Hey everyone, Soundwave884 here, the Transformers Earthrise review. In this review, take a look at the Autobot Micromasters Trip Up and Daddy-O. So this is a quick look at the packaging. The packaging has changed from Siege. We'll show off some packaging from the Micromasters in Siege. A little bit different. I kind of like the bluish green colors and grid lines work they got going on. I like that. It's different. We'll just kind of pan it a little bit so you can see the difference in the back. So where all this needs to be here is now over here, and so it just says Transformers over there. So yeah, that's the difference in the packaging. Take a look at the figures. 4 steps, get them going. Autobot Daddy-O, he was called Big Daddy originally in G1. Trip Up got to keep his name. So we'll open these guys up and take a look at them and see how cool they really are. So here is Trip Up and Daddy-O, or Big Daddy if you want to call him by his original G1 name. Now, I'm going to get this right off the bat. I was hoping the quality would be better. I haven't transformed these guys yet. This is my first impressions of opening the packaging. Trip Up over here does not want to stand up very well. It took me forever to get him to actually stand. I spent about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, which is forever, yes, to actually get him this way. I think it's his legs have this little curvature, and it's just a little bit hard to get him to actually want to stand all the way up without wanting to just constantly fall backwards and I knock Daddy-O over. I don't have a problem with Daddy-O, but I have a little bit of problem with this guy. He does not want to stand. So, yeah, I've angled his body to make him stand a little better. But that's Trip Up. We'll just look at Trip Up first. Up close and personal with Trip Up. His face sculpt is alright. He's got the mouth kind of got that, what's that phrase? Got that dull surprised look on his face, like, huh? Otherwise, the green paint's nice. I actually like the green on the white. I think that looks really good. And the yellow, it's different colors. I like that. And he's got blue as well, so he's really oddly colored here. The blue doesn't really match with any of the aesthetic of the robot mode, but when you get in the vehicle mode, it's mostly just going to be blue, yellow, and white. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. But overall, his face sculpt is just, it's okay, the head sculpt overall, but the green paint, I like this kind of lime green, or I guess you can say apple green. Otherwise, he's not a bad looking figure. So we'll just sit there and do some articulation. He's got a waist swivel, knee bends, arms go up, but there's a really long arm, so everything just kind of gets in the way. There's a tab back here that it will hook on your arms and kind of snag them, get them caught. He's got shoulders that kind of just do this. And there is no head articulation, I believe. Nope, that's solid. So, not much articulation, like I said, but I don't like a lot of articulation in my little mini Micromasters anyway. So, we'll put him to the side, and we'll take a look at Daddy-O. Purple face, orange head. Almost looks Decepticon-like in colors, but he is an Autobot, member of the Hot Rod Patrol. I like the orange and the black. It's not bad. Kind of Halloween colors, purple, orange, black. Trick or treat, but otherwise, he looks pretty good. Very similar in this build and style as Trip Up. They're very similar in their actual ways they're going to transform and the ways they look. So, similar molds, heavy retooling going on. So, articulation on Daddy-O is the same as you got on Trip Up. Waist. He's got knee bends. He's got ball jointed hips. So, he can go out with his hips to the sides, some back, and he's got ball jointed shoulders. You're not going to get much articulation out of that. Head is fixed. We'll just snap his leg back on. So that's the thing about the Siege Micromasters. Continue on out. There's so much is going on in the way. I'm constantly knocking off ball joints, legs, you know. Oh, come on. Alrighty. Back to Daddy-O. Alright, so what we're going to do, let's go ahead and transform Daddy-O since he's in our arms. Try this again. Alright. I'm putting the leg back on for the third time. I'll transform Daddy-O. You want to get his arms this way. There's tabs right here. You can see right there on his wrists. They're going to tab in back here in the back of the car. So we'll do that again. Oh, it's leaving me speechless. We'll tie that in. bring this part here down and around. There are these little tabs here which will lock in here. So let's just get that locked in. Come down his legs. There are tabs here. Tap them together. Then just fold it up. And there are tabs back here which will lock in to these parts back here. And you have transformed Daddy-O, or like I said in G1, Big Daddy. Rolls pretty good actually for a little guy, because they have these little cheap tires. Not bad. So we'll put him out to the side, and we'll take a look at Trip Up and transform him, which he's going to transform exactly the same way, except his tabs are not on his forms. They're actually on the hood, or the roof of the car. So we'll just tab his arms in. This piece here will come down, flip around. Tabs right here, we'll just tab in there, just like on Daddy-O. This. Legs here. Legs here will tab. And then fold up. Then these tabs will go in here to lock in. And you see there's tabs right here on the end of the doors that will go in these little pegs that will go in those little holes there. And there you go. Stay tabbed though. I said stay tabbed. I said stay tabbed. Alright, and there is Trip Up. Looks kind of cool. Could use a little bit of paint going right here, because the package art shows it being silver. And it would be nice if that actually was painted silver right there. But that's something you could do yourself, just touching it up. Alright, so these Micromaster Autobots can also form a large gun, which I don't really associate with Micromasters, because they're not Target Masters, or what they call Battle Masters now. They are Micromasters. But I will show that off here, even though I'm never going to use that. But some people will, so I guess I'll show that off. So what we're going to do is take this right here in the back piece, unfold his feet, back out, waist swivel him around, come down here, find this black peg, pull it out, put him to the side. Oh, hold on, he's not fully done. And then you want to take his bottom feet here and his hips, you want to fold him and push these up like that, to where he's sort of looking like that. Put him to the side, grab Daddy-O, come down here, open his feet up again, just like you did with Trip Up. Turn him down here, pull his peg out. Now you want to grab Trip Up. You see what he's got his hole in his chest. You're going to peg that in like so. Then you're going to take an Autobot. I have this Mirage here. Just peg this in his hand, raise it up, and you have a god-awful gun mode. And box effects go in any of these little open hole ports you can find. I'm never going to use this mode. It's there if you want it. I don't think it's necessary, but that's just me. You might like it. So let's get to the final thoughts on these guys. Little Micromasters, cool looking. I'd say the quality is still questionable on these Micromasters, just like it was in Siege. You saw Daddy-O, his ball-jointed leg kept popping off. It popped off 4 times on me. Trip Up does not want to stand. I have to sort of angle him, really play around with him for a minute or two, just to get him to stand up. So I think vehicle mode is just their destinies for these guys. They're just going to be straight up vehicle modes most of the time. Just cause. But they both look good. I think in vehicle mode, Trip Up, no. You lose the green look, so the blue looks better. It doesn't look odd. So he turns to a lemon yellow white with blue fire on the side and the silver hot rod engine coming out. And then Daddy-O is orange and black with silver as well, and he looks really good. I do really like his alt mode, sort of old timer ish. I really do like that a lot. So he looks really cool in vehicle mode. I think they both look better in vehicle mode than they do in robot mode. And just the quality is better for them to be this way and then the other way. So that is the first Earthrise figures I have bought. My overall impressions, it's the Micromasters being Micromasters. I really only had a few Micromasters from Siege that were actually good quality. Not counting Soundwave's cassettes. They were all decent. Otherwise, just these guys here, I can't remember the names at the top of my head right now, are good quality. Countdown that came with a Meg Supreme is pretty good quality. And some of the other ones were hit or miss. But, these right here seem to be going into the miss category. This is the first ones from Earthrise. This is Trip Up and Daddy-O. So, final thoughts, if you find them and you're hooked on Micromasters, get them. If you don't really care for Micromasters, easy pass. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next one. Peace out.